if financial literacy education is this important, why on earth is every school in this country not teaching it tomorrow and requiring it for every student?
I think because money, again, I have to go back to emotions, and you know, a lot of people might kind of go, no, it's really all about practical. Really, if you think about it, if I were to just go up to someone that I'd never met before, or even maybe that I didn't know, and I said, how much money do you make? Instantly, their physique would change, their guard would go up. It's like, what? We have become conditioned that it's not proper to talk about money. It's not proper to ask someone how much money they make. It's not proper to talk about money, because money, as much as it's a very emotional thing, it also is, for many of us, a barometer of success. Now, I personally have come to a place that I don't believe that your net worth equals your self-worth, or vice versa. I mean, I know people who make lots and lots and lots and lots of money who are very unhappy people. And who are very nice people. And I know very many people who don't make a lot of money and are very good, decent people, and they really, really are good and nice people. So the amount of money that you have or don't have really isn't or doesn't determine your self-worth. Unfortunately, in a Western society, we do put a lot of value on how much someone, or how someone is treated based on how much money they have. So if you look at the celebrity lifestyle, or if you look at a luxury lifestyle, there definitely is this, you know, catering to, simply because the person makes more money, not because of anything that they've done, or the type of person that they are, but simply because of the amount of money that they have. So therefore, I'm going to treat you as if you're an important person. So imagine you've got two people, and one person, let's just for sake of argument, makes $100,000 a year, and the other person makes $10,000 a year. And in the same conversation, one person were to ask the other person, well, how much money do you make? And the person who made the most money says, well, I make $100,000 a year. How much money do you make? Well, because we've been conditioned that the amount of money that we make is somehow tied to our intelligence, it's somehow tied to our, you know, our value as a person, how would you feel if you were then to acknowledge to someone who's making $100,000 a year that I make only $10,000 a year? And so a lot of the reason that we don't have this conversation is because of the emotions that it brings up, of the value judgments that we make about people based on how much money they have or how much money they don't have. But unfortunately, because we choose not to have that conversation, we continue to perpetuate a lot of the stereotypes, and we continue to keep people ignorant and financially illiterate, which therefore the cycle goes on and on and on. I like to say that, and this happens a lot in families as well, and I like to encourage families to, or what I say is that parents often don't know the difference between, or can't distinguish between, privacy and secrecy. And I say that because what should be kept private within your household is often kept secret from members of your family. And so this often comes up in the case of an illness or a death. Suddenly, no one knows where anything is because the mom or the dad was the keeper of all the information. So the things that should have been kept private within the family, such as where the important papers are, how much health insurance we have, how much money we have in the bank, all of these different things, it was kept secret within one or two people. So now everybody's operating in the dark. And a lot of times parents will come to me and they'll say, well, help my kid appreciate money. Help them, you know, value a dollar. And I'll say, well, let's talk about how you deal with money and how they see you interact with and value money. Because really you translate a lot of the lessons through osmosis, you really do. And through not the things that you don't say have as much weight, and sometimes even more, than the things that you do give lip service to. Because a lot of times your actions are speaking so loud I can't hear what you're saying. So if you are communicating about money in one way through your actions, but you're saying, oh, you should save, you should save, you should save, don't let money burn a hole in your pocket, why are you always spending everything that you get, except the behavior that you are demonstrating to your children is, every time money comes in, I'm spending it. Every time, even if there's not enough, I'll use a credit card or I'll use some other alternate means. Then regardless of what you've tried to instill in them verbally, you haven't lived it tangibly, and that's what they follow.